Afternoon, everybody. It is time to watch Everton, isn't it? It is a time to watch Everton play Salford City in the second pre-season game. The first one in England. So yeah, a good opportunity for the Toffees this afternoon to get some much needed game time ahead of the new season. As you can see, there is the team: Virginia, Seamus Coleman, Mason Holgate, Michael Keane. Oh, that's disturbing. Ashley Young, James Garner, Abdoulaye Doucouré, Jack Harrison, Dwight McNeil, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Beto starting today. No James Tarkowski on the bench, no Branthwaite on the bench. Which is slightly worrying, I think. We've got the likes of Mopai, Shamiti, Tim Arabunum, Anyango on the bench, as well as the youngsters Tyler, Armstrong, Whittaker, Welsh, Campbell, Metcalf, Okoronkwo. So obviously quite a few players missing there, but there is a game on Tuesday night, isn't there, against Coventry, so maybe some of those players will be coming back for that game. We'll have to wait and see. Blake, you're in San Diego Comic-Con in line for Hall H. Wow, that's amazing. I would love to be where you are, my friend. I would absolutely love to be there. Fair play to you. Fair play. That sounds absolutely amazing. You on the Marvel panel? Go on the Marvel panel. Sounds good. And gone. People saying my mic's a little bit low. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. First time I've switched all my gear on for a while, so let me know if that's a little bit better. So yeah, I mean, the team's not massively inspiring, is it? But at the end of the day, it is a pre-season game and it's all about fitness. And that's all it's about. It's an opportunity for it's an opportunity to see players up close for the first time. We absolutely hate it, don't we? We hate, we all want a big break. We absolutely, we can't wait to have that summer break, and then the next minute we're back and we all can't wait to go, and people will go anywhere to watch Everton play. The players are coming out as we speak. Don't forget there will be a little bit of a delay in this because of course the internet. Because of the internet. All blue today for the Toffees, looking resplendent. That is the cut. That's what I would go for. That's the kit I would go for all the time. I would have all blue. I can't be arsed with traditions. Traditions are there to be broken. And the all blue looks absolutely superb. It is terrifying, that back four though, isn't it? I haven't got a clock and I haven't got a score thing either. Sort of a bit of a last minute decision to do this. So I haven't got a clock. I'll tell you when we start the game and I'll give you updates during the game, but I haven't got a clock and I haven't got a score thing. I'll just keep you updated. Steve says he's watching in Everton Valley. I don't know why you can't watch the game in America. I don't know if you can watch the game in America. Maybe it's on one of the channels. Maybe one of the channels is took it. I do think it's on one of the American channels, I think. So maybe have a look to see, if it's not on Everton TV, then maybe have a look there. But it is slightly worrying that there isn't any Tarkowski and Jared Branthwaite. Last week he said Tarkowski had a slight problem. Well, he's still not back, and if he's not back this time next week, then it might be more than a slight problem. That's all I'd say. It's you want the players getting the best fitness they can at this time of the season, and Everton have only got limited pre-season games as well. We've got the 2 more this week, and then we've got after this game, and then we've got the Roma game, and that's it. The season starts the week after, so yeah. Joe, no, my season ticket hasn't arrived yet. It's not there yet. But Salford are ready to get the game going. Bit of a weird kickoff there, and the game is starts. So whatever point you are at on the watching it, maybe try and get me in sync, or if you're not that bothered, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's a nice little ground, Salford's. Nice little... I know they tried to move last year, but it is a nice little ground. It's a nice little... they've done some work on what was there, obviously, before that. They've tried to move, I think, to where the Rugby League team play, but that was unsuccessful. They wanted to go to, I think, 10,000. I don't think it really warrants 10,000, but Gary Neville was obviously trying to grow the club as much as they can. For anyone who doesn't really know, Salford City were like Wrexham before Wrexham in many ways. Not in terms of tradition, they don't have Wrexham's kind of tradition, but they were a team that was invested in heavily by Gary Neville and the other members of the class of '92. And Salford on the attack here. James Garner pickpocketed in midfield. It's gone wide. Everton have forced them to go back. Yeah, and Salford got money in them, went up the leagues. I've got a TV documentary over here as well, which obviously features many of the '92. It's more about the football than anything else, obviously. But they've gone into League Two, and they haven't been able to get out of it. Really, they've changed the managers. They've just thrown more money in. Everton on the attack. He's blown up for a foul. That wasn't a foul. That was never a foul. Beto broke through, took the ball off their last man. What's he give this for? Don wins the chest. Their player knocks it forward. He then heads it. Beto just outmuscles him, and James Garner was through on a 1-on-1. Yeah, so they basically got stuck in that league, basically. Whereas Wrexham have been able to get out of it, being a bit more savvy. Fab Romano has just announced that Everton have agreed a deal in principle with Lyon for centre-back Jake O'Brien, medical to take place tomorrow if personal terms agreed. There you go. There you hear it first. So Jake O'Brien could be coming in. Everton have just had a opportunity. Beto climbing all over the player. It went out to Jack Harrison, crossed it with his right foot, stood it up nicely, but just over Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't know if there's any streams. I don't know where it's on. All I know is that it's on Everton TV for members and for season ticket holders, and I think you can pay for it. That's all I know. I don't know where. I'm sure it's out there in other places around the world or whatever. But as I said, Salford have done really, really well. They've just stopped in this league and just really can't get any further. I'm trying to do 12 things at once here. Yeah, so the talk is that Jake O'Brien deal has been agreed. The Everton website, I know that it has. You had to reset your. I know you had to reset your passwords and stuff recently. So if you haven't done that, then you're gonna struggle basically. Everton on the attack here, ball around the corner to. Was it Beto or Abdoulaye Doucouré? Beto, I think. Listen, if there's other way to watch this match, please just put it in the comments. I have not got any links to any other. It's on Fox in the USA, Spanish channel apparently. So if there's any links to it, then put it in the comments. Bit of a late one there on Dwight McNeil. Everton free kick just inside Salford's half. They've gone backwards. Everton have got it on. The Jack Harrison fouled. A lot of we're 5 minutes 35 seconds in, and it's been pretty much stop start so far as Salford either foul Everton players or Everton players just kick the ball away. So bit of a stop start game so far. Ball is with Jal Virginia. So is everyone watching today, and why aren't you out in the sunshine? Steve, no, I don't think it means that Branthwaite is going at all, no. I just think it means that Everton need to get rid of... Don't forget, we've already got rid of one centre-back. We don't want to... We've got Michael Keane and Mason Holgate playing today. Think about that. We need another defender. Ashley Young trying to be clever at left back. Keeps the ball in instead of letting it go out. Salford take the ball off him, but it's Everton deal with it. Everton down the right. Seamus Coleman now breaking forward. Gives it to Jack Harrison. Good strength by Jack, but the ball breaks down. Everton on the right, crossing in. Oh, was that Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Beto heads over. Dom actually provided the cross. It was a decent cross. Beto just couldn't get up there. Someone just asked me what I thought of the kit. I like the kit. I think it's all right. I mean, it's not what I would have chose for the last season at Goodison Park, but I do think it's a solid kit. Joe says, have you got any underrated sports that our boss to watch in the Olympics? Skateboarding and BMX are good. Skateboarding is brilliant at the Olympics. Cross in now, keeper comes out. We're getting loads of joy on the right hand side, loads of joy. But the delivery hasn't been good enough so far. Yeah, it's just a bitty game. There's just not much happening at all. Yeah, Sky Brown is class in the skateboarding. I think she won. Did she win the gold last time? Just coming up to 10 minutes now. Still 0-0. Everton have had a few half chances, but no shots on target. Yeah, Jake O'Brien, Fab Romano reporting. That Everton that he's set for the medical with Everton. Just as Beto is down, feeling it a little bit. But it's interesting that it's, you know, him and Dom up front. The manager trying 2 up front today. I don't know whether that's because he's got because of the lack of players that we've got, because we seem to have loads of players injured. Everton's throw in the right back position. Seamus Coleman to take it. Just need this game to just settle down a little bit. Steve says, I'm hoping it's no more than 20 million for him. Well, yeah. Everton break forward. Beto. Ball flies over from Abdalai Decore. Again, someone hit the target, for God's sake. Good ball by Jack Harrison, just the out. Sorry, they're showing about 12 different replays of this, for instance, all at once. Good opportunity that for Decore. It just hit the target. Trying to be clever, trying to bend it in. Everton have had loads of the ball so far. It is nice to see, actually, Everton having a lot of the ball. But it's the final third again, isn't it? Just want to see Everton get into that final third and just be a little bit more comfortable. Now, going back to the Jake O'Brien situation, I would think that it's a case of a decent, a low down payment, just as Dominic Calvert-Lewin is coming from the right hand side, cuts inside on his left foot, takes too many touches, goes down. Referee is not having it. Dom, why not just take the shot, mate? Why not just take the shot? 12:55 we were up to. Dom burst in. He's on his right foot, cutting in onto his left, cuts in, takes an extra touch, and is just leaned on, basically. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. Absolutely not a penalty. It's just out-muscled. Never a penalty, that. That is never a penalty. If you think that's a penalty, you've never played the game of football. I'm sorry, you haven't. Not a chance on earth. Was that a penalty? Yeah, apparently 5-year deal if it goes through. So Jake O'Brien is an Irish international who plays in France for Lyon. He was previously at Crystal Palace. Decent player. I apologise if I go quiet because... Oh. I have the spinning wheel of death on my stream. There we go, we're back. Just for a second there, I had the little spinning wheel of death. Salford down, I've got the ball in Everton's right position. Touch, and it's just wide from Salford. Decent ball comes in. It was there, number 56. Sorry, I haven't got his name. Good ball. I think it's Luke Garbett, is it, who crosses it in? Great ball. Little touch, and the keeper's beaten. Michael Keane's beaten. Everyone's beaten. To keep the score 0-0 with 15 minutes and 30 gone. But as Everton break again into that right-hand channel. Opportunity. Oh, my God. That is awful. Hit the target, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That is awful. Absolutely shocking. Just hit the target. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is 5 yards out with the keeper to beat, and he somehow puts it wide. That is shocking. That is absolutely shocking. That's appalling, that. Absolutely appalling. That's a huge opportunity, that, to put Everton 1-0 up. But it's not just that. It's for him as well. It's for his own confidence. It's, people are just going to be laughing their heads off that he wants a big deal. That's hilarious. That's awful, that. You watch strikers in the pre-season, the way you watch strikers of other teams, the way they score goals. That's appalling, that. Everton are getting in every time, because if Luke Garbett is just not even interested in playing back there, but $17 minutes gone. That's shocking, that. Absolutely shocking, that miss. That is a horrendous miss, by the way. That's not even just like, that's horrendous. As I said, apologies if I go quiet, because I'm trying to do Toffee TV socials at the same time as I'm doing this, because Baz is on holiday. Ned has disappeared. Nearly 18 minutes gone. Everton once again controlling the ball in the midfield onto the left-hand side. Dwight McNeil puts a ball into the box. It's headed away. And Everton have had all the opportunities, bar one, which was a really good opportunity for Salford. But that's just a terrible miss, that. Yeah, Michael Keane, USA Toffee, Michael Keane would have scored. Absolutely would have just buried that. It's a bad miss, that. That's 2 in 2 games. And when people are looking for that, like, people, everyone, I like Dom, but, like, how can you go around telling people what kind of wages you want or why you want to leave when you can't even hit the target from 6 yards out? Salford have got a free kick on Everton's right-hand side, looking to whip it into the box. Luke Garbett whips one in. Fantastic delivery. João Virginia deals with it. It's headed back into the box. Everton just over a kick, and it's into the hands of João Virginia. You can really see the difference between these defenders and like Taki and Brandtwaite. The other two have so much aggression, and they don't let that ball settle. They win the ball. They win that ball in the air. But these two just seem to let the ball settle. Again, Everton in the wide areas, crossing it over, but just going out. Which is, listen, that's fine. It is a friendly. That's why, you know, these games are for fitness, nothing more. But you'd like to see is it, you know, put the ball in the back of the net. Good play. Everton again, breaking well, getting into it's foul on the edge of the box. Again, playing just onto that right hand side, trying to get into that little channel that Salford are leaving. Getting lots of joy in there. But it would be nice to see them test the goalkeeper. Free kick just outside the box. James Garner and Dwight McNeil over this one. James Garner whips one in. That's too much. Keeper takes the ball. Easy for him. It'd be just nice for Everton to just like score an early goal in one of these games and settle everything down and then just play what, you know, we all know it's a friendly. We all know it doesn't actually matter at the top end of it. But I do think when you score a goal, because that's the aim of the game, isn't it? Settles everyone down and you just go out and play your game then. I know the manager mightn't see it like that, but as fans, I think we do see it like that. You don't want to lose games. You feel better if Everton, you know, when Everton scored the third against Sligo and made it 3-3, everyone just felt a little bit better, didn't they? Because it was 3-3. Doesn't really matter about the game, but you do. And it's the same with this. It's just if Everton can get a goal and then just play a bit of football and get the fitness, everyone just feels a little bit better. Shooting opportunity if Jack Allison pulls it inside. Oh, it stopped. No, Layla, no, Salford is definitely not the team that was formed when Salford fans split into that. That was FC United. Salford are a club in their own right that have been right for years and years. They were just a local, and as you can imagine, being Salford and Manchester United and Salford, they don't have a massive, like, hardcore following. I mean, they probably do, but they have a hardcore following. They don't have a massive hardcore following. And Gary Neville decided to put some money into them with the rest of the class of 92. And as I said, I think they got promoted. I don't know how many times. It was 2 or 3 times in quick succession, but have stagnated because they're not a big. Whereas someone like Wrexham actually probably have got 10 to 15,000. Wrexham are a club that have got like 10,000 organic fans. It's a town in its own right. Salford's a very small. Salford is technically a city, isn't it? But it's a very small place just on the edge of Manchester. And they've got room to grow, and obviously with the people who own them, they're certainly Ryan Reynolds as we stand, is literally one of the biggest stars in the world. Certainly will have one of the biggest films of the year, obviously coming out this weekend, and it's wall-to-wall Ryan Reynolds at the moment, isn't it? So that's amazing for Wrexham. And there is actually a Wrexham little link in the new Deadpool film, which that's not really a spoiler, but there you go. So 25 minutes gone. Everton yet to have a shot on target. Plenty of opportunities, plenty of chances, but have yet to Salford haven't really done that much either. They had that one big chance, which was a good chance. And if it's been, a little bit the other way, they would have scored. Because the keeper was rooted. 26 minutes gone. Salford coming forward. Long ball played over, but has gone out for a throw in Everton's right back position. Seamus Coleman picks up the ball. Quick throw to James Garner. It's a leisurely pace. It's pre-season. It's not strenuous. Everton playing obviously against the League Two side. There's nothing, you can see the difference in the class, even though Everton are missing a lot of their first team players, or some of their first team players. Obviously no Disagana Gay, no Brandwaite, no Tarkowski, no Nathan Patterson, no Michalenko from the team last year. From the players we've got this season, obviously no Ndai, no Lindstrom, so quite a few out there. Obviously no Jordan Pickford. This game is on Everton's website. I don't know how many times I have to say it. I'm sure it's available in other places as well. And I'm sure people will tell you that in the comments. I don't know where those places are because I'm watching on the Everton website. Salford have a corner. Nice little run by the young number 18. Might make sense if I actually got the Salford team up, so I just know Luke Garber because even just by his number, I think he's wore the same number all his career. I mean, Salford, I've put the team out, but I haven't put any numbers on it. You absolute amateurs! If you're gonna put a team on social media, put some numbers next to it so people actually know who these people are. That is ridiculous. Absolutely stupid. Apparently it's on Fox Sports app in the USA. Thanks for that, Gary. It's on beIN Sports 3 in Australia. It's on DAZN in Canada. Salford have a corner. Whipped in, headed at the near post away and well away into Salford's half. That's how hard that one went. 29 minutes and 5 seconds gone. Toffee Boy says, Ped, do you agree that Dom is a crap natural finish, especially with time to think? He's better with the chances, more instinctive. Absolutely, I 100% agree, mate. I don't think he's a natural striker. I don't think he's a ice cold striker, as you'd say. He's got all the attributes of a striker, but I don't think he's a natural striker. It's always been his most Seamus Coleman just lays out one of the Salford players there. Brilliant. No, absolutely no F's given there. He's just not a natural striker. Never has been, never will be. But it's the other parts of his game that he excels in. Now, natural strikers are actually really hard. A really hard commodity. A really huge commodity now. So, but his all-round play is what makes him an important player for Everton and for any potential team. That's what makes him of high value. Salford kicking the ball out again, near enough in the same place, right back again to Seamus Coleman. It's like they're playing rugby and they want to put it into touch. $30 minutes gone. Everton. What have they done there? Everton had the ball. What have they done? Was that a foul throw? Okay, Everton have just somehow done a foul throw. And now Salford have got the throw. I mean, it worked. I mean, this is tremendous by Salford, that. I mean, brilliant idea. Just kick the ball out for the throw. Make sure they do a foul throw, and then you win the ball high up. Very interesting. Salford having quite a lot of the ball now. Again, Luke Garber, good ball in. Michael Keane deals with it. Big up and under. It goes to the halfway line where the Salford centre-backs deal with it. It's back with Everton's back line now. Mason Holgate back to Virginia. And Virginia whacks it up to Dom, but he can't get hold of it. And Salford break again with the ball. Little give and go. But Everton, well done. Michael Keane. Oh, yes. Michael Keane striding out and plays a through ball into Beto. Brilliant stuff by Michael Keane there. Strode out of defence and then played like a no-look pass to Beto. But Beto just couldn't get onto it. It was a little bit long for him. But tremendous stuff. But it's back to Virginia. It's typical pre-season fare, this, isn't it? Salford just having the ball on the edge of Everton's box. Not in any real hurry to go forward, I must say. I think at this time year, I don't know, people continue to ask where you can watch this game. The games are generally always on Everton's website. They've got a lot better at hosting them. And yeah, it's if you've got a membership or a season ticket, you just log in and they're there. I think most people going forward will have to have the season ticket or, well, a membership at the very least. But it's anyway the way they've changed the tickets. So, ball whipped over. James says went to Everton 2 today. What a poor shop it is. In what way, mate? I was there on Thursday, and it is what it is. I mean, what are you looking for in there? I mean, what makes it a poor shop as such? Just to be interested to know your thoughts. What are you looking for in terms of your experience to make it better? Funny enough, I was just in Everton 1 just before. Just went up to the shop just before. Apparently the Everton site is not working. I mean, it's working for me. I mean, I got on it at like I got on it at like 2:45. Salford shot, and Michael Keane makes sure it goes out for a corner. Niall says he's a member, he's signed in and they're still asking him for money. Are you sure you're clicking the right button? I think someone said there in the comments about Jake O'Brien. Sorry, it went too fast, the comments, where they thought he was worth it. Time will tell, mate. Time will tell. I could see him being a backup centre-back this year. I could see him being a backup centre-back, and Everton sort of at will get him ready for next summer when, if we still have Jared Branthwaite, then he might be the person Everton are looking to take over from Branthwaite. I don't think that's an ideal situation for this summer, but maybe for next summer that could be something they look at. The layout is bad, not much for women or teenage kids either. The layout, I don't know, mate. I don't work in retail, so I don't really know what. I mean, I don't know is the answer to that. Yeah, I mean there is a women's section. I saw just in the one by Goodison, and there's a decent there's a wall of women's stuff. Yeah, teenage. I'll be honest. That's not what I'm looking for. So obviously I wouldn't know. You'd be able to tell me better. Would be able to tell me better than that. Yeah. Rumours are it's 25 million for Joey O'Brien, but I would imagine the down figure for that would be very, very small. What we have to put down for him, I imagine that would be very, very small, and that's why Everton would be happy to buy him, because that's what you get when you buy from abroad. Especially France is really struggling financially because of the TV deal. Funny enough, John Textor owns them, doesn't he? The guy who wanted to buy us. But it's struggling, and they're willing to take the money over 5 years, whereas Premier League clubs or clubs in England are not. I mean, Everton have got a real struggle to get Nonso, because Leeds want a lot more money up front than Everton are willing to give them, and that's the top and bottom of it. Whereas last season when we bought Beto, Udinese were willing to take Buttons. Well, they didn't take anything for him in the first summer. They waited till this summer to get their first payment. When we bought McNeil, Burnley were willing to take 5 million up front, which was perfect for us. And it's probably the same with Joey O'Brien. Leon will be happy that they're getting something, but ultimately they're willing to take it over the 5-year period. So, and that's what you find with a lot of European clubs. They don't need the money straight up front. They're just happy to be getting a decent fee for them. So, I don't know if there's any. I mean, what I would say, if there's any Irish fans, Everton fans, if they could maybe let us know what they think about him. This game has gone off the boil a little bit. 38 minutes gone, and Everton haven't done nothing for a while. We've got a Salford City player down in his own box now. Toffee Boy says, Ped, do you think that Ndai Pace and Dom hold-up play could be a good combo, as the ball doesn't stick to Beto very well? Possibly so. Ndai will be looking to play him in where Decore's been playing. So Beto has just basically pushed one of their players accidentally into the turf, but when he hit the turf, his knees went into the turf, and it looks like he's between him and the turf has won. I fought the turf and the turf won. But we're struggling in the final third, and it's evident again, and it's not. That's what I was saying before about. That's what I was saying before about getting an opportunity and scoring. You know, it's everyone just feels a little bit better if you're taking these opportunities, and we're not. Right, it's still 0-0. 39 minutes and 37 seconds gone on my screen. If you don't know how to watch it, I would suggest you reset your password for Everton's website if you are a member or a season ticket holder, and then follow the links on the homepage to how you can watch it. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. If you can't, then maybe look elsewhere for the second half. Looks like Salford are making a sub. Everyone had to reset everyone had to reset their passwords for the Everton site. It was something Everton told everyone to do about a month ago. So it's not just for this game, it's for everyone. Everton breaking down the right. They were getting a lot of joy down there right, and then they just stopped, but there's an opportunity down the left. Seamus Coleman hits one over McNeil, which it looked a very easy ball, but somehow Seamus has put it over his head. "41 minutes gone. Everton have a free kick about 10 yards inside Salford's half on the left-hand side. It's still 0-0. Everton have gone backwards to Mason Holgate. He gives it to Seamus Coleman, who whips one down the line to Beto, and he's offside. It is mad, isn't it, though? It is mad. Like, it is one of the things. I know we're not supposed to be bothered, but it is mad how much a difference players sort of play in pre-season to when, like, the first game of the season. Now, like, mentally, they're just so much switched on. Whereas in pre-season, they really are sort of playing so below. James Garner's gone down, holding his leg there. It is mad, though. It really is the difference in what players do. What exactly happens here? I don't know. Just gets a smack in the face, I think, from the player. Little brush of the hand on the face. Is that Conor McAlealy? No, it is. I always give a drop ball, and then he's kicked it back to Virginia. Yeah, the mental side of football is weird in terms of how switched on players are. Of like, obviously you don't want them playing 100 miles an hour, but it's the basic things like Dominic Calvert-Lewin just somehow run the ball out of play, and Beto standing 5 yards offside, and it's like, I know it's pre-season, I know you've had a month off, but how have you sort of forgot how to play football? It's weird. Like, I mean, it's not like, not saying. By the way, I'm not saying play at the max. I'm saying like just like the basics of playing football just seem to go out the window for a lot of players when they play friendlies. It is funny to watch. Like, "44 minutes." Yeah, Everton do this in the Premier League quite often as well. I imagine there will be very, very little injury time added onto this. Everton have another free kick with another Salford player getting a little bit handsy with an Everton player. I'll be honest, if you're struggling to watch the game, I would not be that bothered. Honestly wouldn't. Coming up to 45 minutes now. And Everton have another foul. And that's it. Half time. Right on the 45th minute. Be interesting to see now how many changes both sides make. Yeah. A bit of a nothing half time, really. It's interesting that not all of the Salford players have got a sponsor on their shirts. Yeah. James says, what Olympic sport are you looking forward to? I do like the track and field. I'm looking forward to the track and field. I do like that. But I get into a bit of everything. Because it's the Olympics, and why not? Yeah. Right, half time, 0-0. I am going to go and have a little, just grab a cup of tea. I'm just going to go and grab a cup of tea. And I probably won't grab a cup of tea because I'm going for a run in a bit. But I'm going to go and have just a little break, and I'll be back with you before the beginning of the second half. So catch you all in a minute. Right, we are back. Lots and lots of players on the pitch, ready to go. So hopefully everyone will be out in the next couple of minutes. There you go. So we'll have to wait and see whether the Jake O'Brien stuff materialises. Yes, Manchester United fans will be very excited. They'll think they've got this. They'll think this will mean Jared Branthwaite is moving to Manchester United, but they haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue, have they? They don't understand that Everton have already sold Ben Godfrey. One to get rid of Mason Holgate, one to get rid of Michael Keane. But would probably just be happy enough to get rid of Mason Holgate and have the four of Branthwaite, Tarkowski, Jake O'Brien, and Michael Keane. I imagine if they're probably more willing to get rid of Michael Keane, more willing to get rid of Holgate, then they probably would be more Michael Keane. I think the manager wouldn't actually be asked about probably keeping Michael Keane for another year. But we'll see. See what happens. Just waiting now for the plays. The plays should be coming back on now. That's been 15 minutes, I'd say, because they finished right on 45 minutes. So we'll wait and see. I don't know who would go for Mason Holgate. Maybe Everton would. Everton would have to. Everton probably wouldn't want too much for him. They'd want the wages off the books, but who would pay those wages? Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's it. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. As I said, just waiting here now for the players to come on and to find out if we have any changes. I imagine we will have some, and I imagine they'll have some, but I doubt he's gone. I doubt they'll tell us, because they didn't tell us who was playing in the first half. Has everyone found a way of watching the game? I do hope so. So we can get rid of that side of things, everyone. I mean, if you haven't found a way to watch it by now, then right, here come the Everton players, just having a look so far. Can't see any changes so far. But we will wait and see. I think there's a couple of youngsters looking like they're ready to come on, but mightn't be straight away. It looks like Dixon's come on, I think, for Seamus Coleman, I think. He looks like a good prospect, Dixon. I liked what I saw of him the other night. He does look like a good prospect. Both teams are out. Both teams are ready to go. James Garner just speaking to the referee. James Garner did with a cheeky skin fade. Cheeky skin fade. Doesn't look like he's had it, mixed in. And we're off for the second half. Straight back to Joe Virginia from the kickoff. Literally didn't touch another player. Just went straight back to Joe Virginia. That's how you want it. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Why would you want anyone else touching the ball? Give it straight back to the goalkeeper. Salford have got a throw on their left-hand side. Everton dealt with it around the box and have got it upfield. I think Chimiti's come on as well. And Campbell's come on as well for Beto, Young and Coleman. So Chimiti up front this half for Beto. It's your typical rusty sort of pre-season game, isn't it? A lot of people talking about Mark Goldbridge in the comments. I'll tell you a little story about Mark Goldbridge. Mark Goldbridge's first ever kit was an Everton kit. That is fact. That is fact. His mum went out and bought him an Everton kit. That is true. Everton have got a throw on the right hand side. Dixon to take the throw. Goldbridge's mum is a legend for buying him an Everton kit. Michael Keane has the ball in Everton's half and he gives it back to Joe Virginia. How cheeky of him. Everton go long. And Salford deal with it. "48 minutes gone on my clock. 0-0. Everton haven't really done anything since about the 30th minute. And up to that point, it had been all Everton and had quite a few opportunities to at least hit the target. I don't think we've hit the target once in this game, by the way. Yeah. Chimiti is on for Beto. Chimiti on the ball just outside the box, brought down, and it's a free kick. Again, Chimiti showing that energy that he showed when he came on against Sligo. My computer keeps pinging. I've got no idea what it is. You know, when something just keeps on happening, you're just like, what's that? Jason says he's watching in Cheshire. You can't log on to Everton membership page to watch. It's not a penalty, is it? It's a free kick. Calm down. James Garner over this free kick. Bends it. Oh, and it's 1-0. It's 1-0, James Garner. Beautiful. Bends it in. That's what we told we were buying when we got him. Was a free kick specialist, and he's just bent one in to the corner. Lovely, lovely goal. It's Everton set piece kings. And it's 1-0 on the 49th minute. The goalkeeper obviously got this all wrong because he set his wall up and James Garner just bent one. I think that there was a big gaping hole in the wall, and fair play to James Garner for finding that hole. It is a good. Oh, he's wearing blue Preds. Yes. James Garner wearing blue Preds is everything, and he's bent one in. He's literally bent it like Beckham in those blue Preds. Fair play. Tremendous stuff to give Everton the lead. So now you just feel a little bit better, don't you? Because we're 1-0 up. So everyone just feels a little bit better here. Michael Keane's getting a talking to by the referee. I don't know why. Listen, there was a hole in the wall. But James Garner found the hole in the wall. That's what you've got to think about, isn't it? That hole was really, really small, and James Garner bent the ball through it. And that's what you've got to say. You've got to give him kudos for that. You really do. Salford have a free kick on the edge of the box. It's bent in. And it's dealt with by João Virginia. Dave says it's 1 a.m. in Australia. Needs a cup of tea. Go and get one. I didn't have a cup of tea because I'm going for a run later, and I don't. When I'm going for a run, it's I'm not drinking tea with like milk in it, even though I have almond milk, because it just makes my stomach a bit like unsettled. In terms of going for a run, I don't want all those fluids jiggling about. It is 1-0 to Everton. We've got the 52nd minute. And it's 1-0 to Everton from a James Garner free kick. James Garner found the hole, and that's all you'd ever ask. So Everton just take the game now. Take the game onto them. Get another goal or two. Let everyone go home happy, because that's all everyone wants. All Everton want to do is score goals and win games of footy. That's all Everton fans want to do. Ball coming in. Oh, good opportunity. Who did it fall to? Jack Harrison, I believe. Ball coming from the left. Decent ball in. Everton's social media really need to hurry up and catch up. They haven't even put that we've scored. What's wrong with them? Good ball in from Campbell. Do I wish I'd gone the game? No. Later, I'm alright. It can be too time consuming. You've got to get there, you watch the game, you've got to get back. At least this way, at least today I got to do a couple of things before the game, and then I'll get to go for me run after the game. And then, effort by Salford just wide. And then I can sit down, watch a little bit of Olympic action, and everyone's happy. Are they saying that João Virginia got a touch on that? No, he didn't. He definitely didn't get a touch on it. Everton breaking down the right-hand side. Then it breaks down. Don gets an opportunity, pulls it back. Keeper makes a save. Tight angle. Corner for Everton. 55 minutes gone. Short corner between Harrison. Oh, what have you done there? Absolutely made a mess of it. McNeil is not happy at all. He's hurt his bicep. For a minute there, I thought the badge was coming off his kit and he was just trying to keep it on. It's 1-0. 55 minutes and 40 seconds gone on my clock. Event 7 says PlayStation VR 2 is being discounted to $329 at Smith's bargain price and fantastic headset. Are you just selling stuff for Smith's Toys? What's going on? £329 is not a bargain, is it? It's not a bargain. Oh, shot comes in and João Virginia has to make a save and just keeps the ball in. No, he doesn't. It goes out for a corner. That was a bit sloppy, that, if you ask me. A bit sloppy from João Virginia. Our VR headset really worked it. Come on, people. I know there's some games out there where it's a bit like, oh yeah, but they've got this game like Horizon West, and I think there's a Batman Arkham one, and I think there's a couple of others. But who honestly is sitting around where, I know there's a Res Evil one as well where it scares the life out of you apparently, but who's honestly sitting in a VR headset for 500 quid or whatever they are? I don't care if it's £200 off. I don't need one. I've got a PS5. I'm not paying to just like sit there, like, you know, with the big headset on. Your house could be getting robbed or anything while you're sitting there. No, when there's loads of games on them, and they're actually unbelievable, then let's talk VR headsets. But come on, when it like puts you in the game, like puts you in like EA 24 foot, whatever it's called, put you in the game. Nah. Salford have had a couple of corners. Everton have dealt with them. The Corey now breaks with the ball. Keep going. Just keep going. Everton have got a 4-on-2. I'm just trying to work out how they're going to mess it up. That's how they messed it up. The Corey cut inside, played a terrible ball wide, and Jack Harrison's first touch was very much the touch of a butcher. It was horrendous by the two players. The ball, it was. I did say how are they going to mess it up. Within 2 touches, they messed it up. Fantastic stuff by Everton players there. Well done, Jack Harrison and Abdullah Decore. 58 minutes gone, 1-0 Everton, and we are talking about VR headset. Event 7 is desperately trying to sell us a headset. He is pushing the games onto us. Listen, if you want to sell one, send me one for nothing and I'll test it out. And then I'll tell everybody they're amazing. How about that? Actually, talking about VR headsets, and Lou, you've just reminded me, I have wore a VR headset that puts you in the new ground. How about those apples? In the showroom at in the Liver buildings, they have a VR headset that puts you in the ground. So I've sat in the ground in terms of a VR headset, and it was a little bit scary. Everton are set to make a raft of subs. Salford are set to make a raft of subs. I don't know where the word raft came from when making changes, but it is there. They have made them. Neil Mopai's coming on. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's going off. Jack Harrison's going off. Basically, every sub we've got is coming on by the looks of it. João Virginia's going on, so Harry Tyler's coming on. Ocharonku's coming on. Welsh is coming on. Onyango's coming on. Who else is coming on? Tim Irabunum. I hope he doesn't keep that number 42. I hate it when people have big mad numbers. I really hoping that Jared Brandway gets the number 5 shirt. So basically, it looks like lots and lots of players are coming on, and lots of players are coming off. That's my technical read on it. Lots of players on and lots of players off. Mason Holgate has gone off. So Everton have got Schmidt and Mopai up front. This is What a time to be alive this is. What a time to be alive. Michael Keane has gone off. Harry Tyler is gone in goal, and you know what? He had a great season last season at Chester, very highly rated. You just wonder whether he looks. Does he look a little bit small for a goalkeeper? Yes, he does look small for a goalkeeper. But I think he got played this season. Like, he wasn't at Chester last season, was he? Where was he last season? Was it Chesterfield he was with last season? And he had a great season. But Everton are winning 1-0. An hour is gone. It's going to be very interesting now because there's a lot of youngsters on the pitch now. There's a lot of youngsters on the pitch. Virginia's off, Coleman's off, Hurlgate's off, Keane's off, Young's off, Harrison's off, Bettel's off, Calvert-Lewin's off. So, and Virginia's off, as I said. Does anyone actually know how tall Harry Tyler is? Because I don't know how tall he is. And it'd be interesting to know. Because I might be giving him... I might be like saying, oh, look, he's not that big. He might be massive. Jason says, I've got the 2003-2004 official Everton Club merchandise catalogue for all you retro blues. Fair play to you. Fair play. That should be retro toffees. I don't like the way. I'm trying to make the way we should celebrate the way toffees, not rock blues. Shot in, good save by Tyler. He showed every inch of his height there by a great save. The word toffee should be used rather than the word blues. Anyone can be blues, but there's only one set. There's only one toffees. Everton are through. Oh, Everton have, nice one. Who was that? One of the youngsters has made a mess of it. Not only once, but twice. Apparently he's 6'4", Harry Tyler. Who was this who made an absolute mess of it twice? They're not showing it. They're showing Harry Tyler's great save. And it was a really good save, to be honest. He got it, pushed it wide. Everton got through. I'm trying to see who was it? They made a mess of it, not only once, but twice. Everton could have easily scored there. And they didn't. All they had to do was play a pass inside. Armstrong, was it? Had to play a pass inside, and he twice he failed. He failed to do it. Yeah. But as I was saying, let's keep the toffees. Let's make sure, this blue stuff, nonsense. Could be Birmingham, could be Chelsea, could be... We're the toffees. And it does really help the brand of Toffee TV as well also. And we should refer to ourselves as the toffees. It's as simple as that. Could be talking about anyone when you say the blues. Say the toffees. It's my mission. Everton breaking on the left-hand side. Good pace, but the Everton players stopped in his tracks. Listen, it's just, there's a lot of kids out there now, and the game will change because players just do like kid things, don't they? When you've got, and there's a lot of them out there, so. What's that? I can't use name of it because I support Everton since I can remember, and I was asked why we're called the Toffees. Couldn't answer. You couldn't answer why we're called the Toffees? Really? Are you a real person? Really? Everton breaking forward. It's 1-0, 64 minutes gone. Good tackle, corner for Everton. Good tackle. Everton are called the Toffees because of the toffee shop in Everton Valley. Come on. Chimiti broke through. He just, what Chimiti does there is he looks up to find a player, and he just gives enough time and space for the defender to come in and tackle him. Nah, no one should be calling us the Blues. We're the Toffees. It's as simple as that. The Blues. I hate that. I don't like it. It's maybe an overreaction. I mean, if you're at the match and, like, you shout, "Come on, you Blues," that's acceptable because there's only one blue team on the pitch. Tim Irabunum gives the ball away sloppily, but Everton win it back nice and calm. And it's dealt with. I will repeat again for the people who just don't seem to be watching or just periodically come into the game. Everton are winning 1-0. 65th minute of the game. The goal was scored by James Garner from a direct free kick. He was wearing Blue Predator, Adidas Blue Predator Japan to actually be 100% accurate on it. I think I'll give you all the detail there. James Garner, Jimmy to his mates, the Birkenhead pillow. That's who scored. Everton have the ball on the left-hand side. Well played. I think that's Ronku put a ball in. The ball was closer than to the trees behind the goal, to the actual goal itself. Yeah, Ronku there. I'm not sure of what grade. It looks like a 0-1. The fade, I'd say, for James Garner. It's bold. It's bold because he's gone. It leaves him with very much a bowl head. I'm not sure I can't comment on the underwear status of James Garner. Michael Keane plays a great ball down. Okaronku's onto it again. He's got some good. Oh no, it's Shemiti. Sorry, he's got shown some good pace. Again, like he did before, he just shows too much of the ball to the defender. He gives the defender that opportunity to come in and take the ball off him. He does it again here. He's trying to jockey him, but he just puts it a little bit too far ahead of him, sadly. I'm just going to show everyone here. This is my phone holder. How about that for a phone holder? Pew, pew, pew. There you go. Little secret there. 67 minutes gone. Everton winning 1-0. James Garner, free kick. Here's a question for you then. Well, it's not really a question, but when you were a kid and you were an Everton fan, did you actually think the tower, ball in, they've hit the post, they've scored, somehow they've scored. It's farcical to say the least. It's 1-1 and it's farcical. It's a farcical goal to give away, to be fair. It's a header. Taddy Tara doesn't deal with it. It bounces down, and I think one of the Everton players has actually kicked it into his own net rather than clearing it. I think the chance was there to clear it, and he's actually booted it into his own net. It's a poor header to give away. Tyler reacts really slowly. It's not gone in, and somehow the defender has somehow kicked it in. It was actually Campbell who was gone to kick it away, and he's kicked the post. The ball has hit him, and it's gone in. That's horrendous. To be fair, that's horrendous. That is actually horrendous. But there you go. Everton are making another sub. I feel for the lad, but that was really poor. That was really, really poor. Yeah, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a terrible goal. Did anyone, when they were a kid, actually think that tower wasn't real? And when did you actually go to the tower yourself? Or have you ever been to the tower? I'd like to know. I did say when they made all those changes that it was bound to get a little bit... it was always going to get disjointed, but in terms of like the game, it's effectively a load of kids now, isn't it? Effectively a load of kids. playing maybe some older players, but it's fine. It's pre-season. It doesn't matter. It's sad for the kid that has just scored the own goal. I thought the goalkeeper could have reacted just a little bit faster to the actual header. But there you go. It's pre-season. Doesn't actually matter. Everton have another game on Tuesday. Everton have had... Oh, here we go. See, it's just that calmness. Okaronku, then I think it was. He had an opportunity to just run. Yeah, he was pretty much clear. And he's just played a silly ball. And it is that calmness when the younger players, they just tend to make the wrong decisions, or they're very quick in making decisions, where if they just calm down a little bit, and you can actually see that in the difference between Schmitty and some of the other younger players. And Schmitty's got that little bit more nous, that little bit more experience. He's not giving the ball away stupidly. Yes, he has given the ball up a little bit too lightly, but that's the next level. Some of the younger players are so loopy because they're not used to being tackled. They're not used to anyone putting any pressure on them. You watch any of those 21 games or under 18 games, no tackling at all. They just do what they want, and suddenly get into an environment where they have to be a little bit more quicker, a little bit more snappier. It can take time. Everton come through. Oh, lucky. Decent little through ball. Metcalf has come on for James Garner. Layla says, Layla says, where is the Layla, not Layla. Layla says, Layla, I don't know. Where is the nearest Greggs to Bramley Moor? Well, I would say the nearest Greggs to Bramley Moor at the moment would probably be around Old Hall Street. But I imagine that will change once, obviously, the stadium is up and running. I imagine we will get a closer Greggs. Not that I don't remember the last time I ever had anything. Tell you what, though, when I was in London, there was a 24-hour Greggs. It's like, this is London, innit? This is what being in London is all about. 24-hour Greggs. Have a bit of that. Someone says they were disappointed with the Everton Tower. They thought it was going to be huge and it was only small. Fair enough. Come on. You can't be going match day. Know what I'd do if I was you? Match day. Everton on the attack here. Opportunity. No. Shot is it's straight into the wall. What I would do on a match day is, one of the things I would look at is getting a Costco card, because the food in Costco is not only cheap but delicious. But I think there'll be loads of places to eat once the ground opens. There's already a food hall on Vauxhall Road, which isn't too far away from the ground. 24-hour Greggs in Glasgow. Wow. That is big time. Glasgow's the place to be, certainly if you're in Scotland. I would Costco or beef hot dogs. Amazing. Everton on the break here. Ball goes through. Opportunity. Oh, it's a good save. It was a decent effort. It might have been a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, Okaronku. Again, showing all that pace. And the keeper has put out outstretched boot and stopped it. He's in. He doesn't look as comfortable on his left. It's a little bit close to the goalkeeper. That is the Greggs in Leicester Square. You're absolutely right. The 24-hour. It's a decent save. I thought the shot was a little bit closer. He looked a little bit uncomfortable on his left, but it's a good save to keep it at 1-1. Yeah, that Greggs 24 was in Leicester Square. Good spot. But there'll be loads of places to eat by the time that opens. Loads of places. There'll be places owned by Everton. And old Hot Walker going down there, aren't they? The corner is wasted, by the way. 75 minutes gone. Everton are drawing 1-1 with Salford. James Garner gave Everton the lead, and a soft own goal has brought Salford back into it in the last 5 minutes or so. There'll be loads of places down there once the stadium is open. Maybe even before the stadium is open. Sayers used to be better. Sayers was the place we all went when we were kids. That was a real Scouse kind of place to go. Chimitty, check your line, mate. Chimitty was going there to about 12 yards offside. Do you know, with all the kids being on the pitch, Salford really haven't done anything other than that one chance they got for the goal. Haven't done anything. I mean, I know they've made loads of changes as well. The tower was just a lock-up. It was. Just to keep the drunks. Pound Bakery is Sayers. No, Pound Bakery isn't Sayers. Pound Bakery is... Bleh. Don't ever go to Pound Bakery. It says what it is what it says. It's a Pound Bakery. What do you think they're shoving in sausage rolls? Or that you can have them for £1? Come on. Come on, think about it, people. Think about it. Pound Bakery. Bleh. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how all our matchday experiences change this time next year. And of course you've got the home bake as well, which is in the fan zone before the games. Home bake is, well, it's actually the actual place itself. Everton are breaking from a Salford corner. It's actually tremendous pace. Everton through here. They've got an opportunity. Everton fully Evertoned it up. Everton has 3-on-1, and it's gone out. It's going to go out for a goal kick. That is unbelievably. We had a 3-on-1 there, and somehow they've cocked it up. The through looks like Dixon. He plays the ball inside. The ball goes right to Mopai's legs. That is Mopai. That is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. What was that? Home bake. Yeah, home bake is like the main place is just outside Anfield, but they have a thing outside in the fan zone at Goodison, and it's to help people. It's like a charitable organisation, but the pies are lovely. So the next time you go to fan zone and you're hungry, just go to home bake and grab a pie. They do some lovely ones. It's well worth it, and the money is for like the community. 78 minutes gone, 1-1. It's gone. That was the most Everton you could ever be. Everton break. Mopai makes an absolute mess of it. Was it Dixon who broke? I think it was. Mopai, man. I like Dixon. I think he looks good play. He's got plenty of pace. Just signed a new contract as well. So he's worth £80 bazillion. Well, it means that no one can take us off him like we've had other players taken off him. Mopai. Absolutely grim that. Game has gone very, very scrappy. Very, very scrappy. Blake says in San Diego we've had 2 new stadiums in the last 20 years. And one for the baseball team, the Padres, in downtown, right next to the ocean. The area was just desolate, and now it's thriving. I have been to that stadium. I've not been inside it, Blake, but I have walked around it on a game night, funny enough. I've walked around that stadium. I was desperate to get in and go, but we got there and we were having to walk around, and the game was already about 5 innings in, or 6 innings in. And I wasn't sure whether you could go and pay like less money to go in. It's 1-1, by the way. 70 coming up to the 80th minute, and I had to walk around, and that whole area is it the gaslight area or the gas lamp area, sorry, is really, really nice. And we had something to eat in Hooters, of course we did, but we had something to eat another night in a place it was Tuesday, and they did Taco Tuesday, so we went in there and it was really nice. But San Diego's very interesting. It's not that big, is it? I haven't seen the other 2 stadiums. They're just outside the city, aren't they? But I've certainly seen the baseball stadium. And this baseball stadium the other night was where the drone show was, wasn't it? For Marvel, for Wolverine Deadpool and Fantastic Four. And of course it is the Marvel panel tonight at San Diego Comic-Con, which I'm really looking forward to, as they announce new films and all the rest of it. So, and that's what will keep me going rather than this Everton game, which has 10 minutes left. It's 1-1. James Garner scored a free kick in a pair of blue Predator. The tacos were tremendous, by the way. $1 tacos, I think they were, because it was Taco Tuesday. Absolutely. Do you know where's Boss Bakeries? Someone just mentioned bakeries and stuff in summer before. I'll tell you where Boss Bakeries are. In Lidl. The bakery in Lidl is brilliant. They are brilliant, the little bakeries. Blake says, next time you come to town, hopefully with Everton playing new MS team, I'll take you to Petco. That's the best baseball stadium in the world. I'm sure they were doing like a pet night or something as well when we were there. And gutted we never actually went in. We didn't even ask. I don't know why, we just didn't even ask. We were just walking around it, looking to see if we could sneak in, or whether there's some kind of reduced tickets. It did look really good. I do want to go to... No, tacos, because we were in San Diego and you're right near the border, and it's only like, tacos they're only small. They're only a little thing. It's not like the Pound Bakery. Come on, Dark Heart, you know the script. That's not the way it is. No, I really want to go to San Diego Comic-Con. I would have loved to have been there on Friday night for that Deadpool and Wolverine showing. That looked unbelievable. Imagine walking in, sitting down and go, right, we're going to show you the entire film, and then afterwards we're going to have a chat about it with all the stars. That must have been amazing. Amazing. Yes, Joey Bryan, yes, has been linked to us, not just by Fabrimano, but Alan Myers and all the other sources. So, looks like it could be happening over the weekend. Good news for the Toffee. So you thought I was going to say just good news for the Blues, but I'm going to say the Toffees. I need to reword that song. Come on, Everton. Can you get a second goal? I mean, the answer is probably no, but because Mopar's playing up front. But there you go. Eight minutes to go. I'd love to know, why does my computer keep pinging? It's probably some really simple explanation, but I just can't be bothered to find out while I'm doing a live stream. Anyway. 7 minutes to go. 1-1. Will one of the teams get a breakthrough? Is Jake O'Brien any good? He's alright. I think he'd be a work in progress. I think he would be a work in progress. Roberto says, Ped, what happened to your comic podcasting? Nothing really, mate. Basically what happened was he stood with Aaron. And Aaron's in the States. And he was getting... it was getting harder and harder for him because obviously the time difference and everything. It was getting harder and harder for him to make time for it. And that's all really. Would love to continue. Would love to do one with somebody here that loves the same things I do and is passionate as the same things I do, and it could easily bring it back because I really enjoy talking about films and comics and all the other stuff. No, I have no issues with that at all. No, a lot of people are like, yeah, it's all dead childish. Well, nah, it's not, is it? Because like literally they're the biggest films in the world, and if you enjoy something and it doesn't hurt anybody else, then know what I mean? I hate this thing with people that are like, you shouldn't be watching those kind of films, or you shouldn't be reading comics, or you shouldn't be watching cartoons, or you shouldn't, grown men shouldn't wear footy kits and all this bollocks. Do what you want as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. Do what you want. Life is far too short to be listening to people just because they don't like something that you love. Like I took the day off to go and see Deadpool and Wolverine the day. I took it off so I could go and watch it at 2 o'clock, so no one could ruin it for me. And I loved it, thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, I mean, listen, there might be an opportunity to bring back the podcast at some stage, but it is what it is. To be honest, I had to do it really late as well, and it's like, no, when you're just like sitting on the couch and it's probably time to go to bed and you're going to do a podcast instead. Going back to someone said as well, what did they do all the tourist things in London? Yes, I did do all the tourist things. No shame in that either. If you go somewhere, you go and do the tourist things, because the tourist things are normally the things that are good or worth seeing. I've been to Paris so many times now that I don't have to do the tourist things, so that you can do all the other things. But London, I haven't been to that often, so yeah, we did all the London things, and we went to Camden Town, and my missus wanted to go to the pub, from the Black Dog pub, from one of Taylor Swift's songs, so we went there. Just do the things that you like doing, or you want to do, or you want to see. I always, when we go to places, I end up going to all the places from films, more than anything else. Jake O'Brien, how good is Jake O'Brien? Well, he's listen, he's all right. And as I said, I don't think he's gonna be, clearly not gonna be a starter for this season, but he's gonna be someone that we try and take and make them a better player for the next season. So he'd be a work in progress. 86 minutes gone. It's still 1-1. As you can tell by me talking about lots of other things, the football isn't amazing. But it's Salford. They've got a chance, and I think they're going to score. And they have scored, and Salford have won the game. Out of absolute nothing. Is it Conor Mack scoring the winning goal? Fair play to him. Disappointing, really, because I don't think the young lads have deserved this as such. But you could see as soon as he played this ball, the lad's movements is just far too good, and the goalie's caught in the middle in no man's land. Basically, so good goal, good finish. Goalkeeper, I think, could have done better. I think the defending was pretty poor. I think it was Welsh. Reece Welsh holds too high a line, and that will be the winning goal. So, as I said, when the kids all came on, we've had loads of opportunities here. Again, I think the big issue is we've only scored one goal, and that's come from a set piece. It's something that we've just got to get better at all over the pitch, is making more chances. Oh. 88 minutes. 2-1 to Salford. And the keeper has it. The Salford keeper has it. He's going to play a long ball. This defence of young players, just the centre backs just none of them look anywhere near ready. To be fair, none of them look. You can understand why Everton have got to bring in a centre back, because none of the young ones look ready. Dixon looks at right back looks like a decent prospect. Shot comes in. Oh, it's kept off the line. And then it goes wide. Still 2-1 with a minute to go. Salford scoring with a own goal and a... Dan Chesters. I thought it was Dan Chesters who got the win, who's got the second goal. But as I said, for the last half an hour or so, it has been just kids plus Mopai, really, and Chimiti. But still, he's a kid, isn't he? And that's it. That is it. The game ends 2-1 to Salford. There you go. Yeah, disappointing. Disappointing. It's always disappointing to lose, but it is just a friendly. It will mean nothing. It will mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. Lots of kids come on, played the last half an hour or so. We were already missing quite a few players before the game started. So it's all about the fitness. We move on to Tuesday night when Everton will play Coventry, and hope that we have a few more players available for that one. Yeah, and it is what it is, isn't it? It's just a game of footy. Kids had a bit of run out again. The manager will find out quite a bit about those players. That's what he will find out. And I think he found out a bit last summer, which led to quite a few of them going on loan. So, yeah. But listen doesn't matter. When you look at the back four that started today, that's not going to be the back four for the start of the season, is it? So, and we'll add, and we've got players to come in. Players who will come in. Players who've, like Seven Dyer, not really, who've only really played in the one friend, was only played in the one friendly so far. So, yeah, we move on to Tuesday night. Don't worry about it. Go and enjoy the rest of your night. Go out and enjoy the rest of your. That own goal was amazing, though. He's done that. Is incredible. So there you go, right? Enjoy the rest of your night. I am going. See you all later.